Hey there guys, so I've been out searching, looking, trying to find that next sort of useful training aid in golf, and the trail end of last year I think I finally found something that might be beneficial as a pretty cool swing tool, speed tool, warm-up tool, kind of the all-encompassing golf swing tool. Big promises that it has of amazing gains of near double-digit clubhead speed and straight shots and a whole bunch of other things, but let's talk about the pros, the cons, what I've found. I've been mucking around with it now for 3 weeks. What's good, what probably is going to develop in the short term, and what I think. All right, so it's called Prefect Hands Golf. Pretty simple. It's, or simply, it's a strap that you put around you, around your waist, super tight. It's real grippy. Then it has a band that creates resistance, and then a glove that has 3 particular hoops for different reasons on your glove. Now, in theory, it's going to train your hand path to be perfect, and as you build up resistance, it's going to help you lengthen swing, and then when you pull up a band tight, it's going to make you come down faster. So in theory, it's building great path with longer swing length and more hand speed to generate more speed. What I have found is it does increase speed. The only way you'd measure your increase in speed is have your own launch monitor. It hasn't got any apps or anything that kind of drives that. You just basically swing it as many times as you can. Ideally, you get up to 50 swings a day, and then you go up to stiffer bands. It comes with 4 different bands. 10, 20, 30, 40 pound bands. So as you get stronger and faster and more athletic, you build with it, as you can see. Big strong guy like me up to the 20 pound band. And then there's 4 different waist sizes, so it fits every body type you can imagine. Juniors all the way through to some of the largest men you can imagine. And then gloves, it has junior gloves, ladies gloves, right hand, left hand, cabinets, it's amazing. All the different sizes. So it's built for the entire golfing market. As I was saying, it definitely does increase speed. I've seen an increase in speed. It does increase accuracy, yes. I think if you don't swing the golf club properly, if you don't know when to shift your pressure totally, if you don't quite understand how to release a golf club, even with the good hoop design, you're still going to need to have a little bit of understanding and probably still need some coaching at some point to help get those couple things as a solution. As a warm-up tool before you play, I have never seen anything better. I mean, Orange Whoop was good and you can do stretching and stuff, but this thing, you literally strap yourself into it and you have 15, 20 slow swings and then 15, 20 max intent swings, and you are like insanely warmed up. You're struggling for breath, but you are insanely warmed up. I've done it twice now before around like 7 a.m. tee-off times, which means a bit early. Rush down on the first tee, swing like an animal for like 2 minutes. Everyone, mates are looking at you like, Gurney, what are you doing, bro? And then whip it off, grab the normal gloves down the first tee and it's just incredible. So I think as a speed training tool, it's great. We'll go through with you right now what it does. As a swing trainer, I think it does some awesome things, especially in the takeaway, to develop really good sort of one-piece takeaway mechanics. If you're looking to develop the movement patterns that generate speed, in other words, swing length and big turn, and then increased hand speed, it's absolutely fantastic. It also seems to be really good if you get stuck in underneath because the hand's being pulled down in front. It seems to have that error reduction. Yeah, it seems to be a really fascinating tool. You have to use it to make it work, but it has so far been a massive surprise. And if you haven't checked out Prefect Hands Golf, man, look into it. It's very simple, but the results have been surprising for me, especially like ball speed PBs. And I've done just speed work, you know. Check out my other videos on speed sticks. I mean, I'm the stack guy here in New Zealand, so I'm big on the stack. But it's been a revelation from the stack. Obviously, stack training is very, yeah, we're all disciplined. You do exactly this many reps, then this is for how long, this is your rest period, blah, 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 blah. These are the days you do it. Stack certainly increases speed, no question about it. Massive increase in clubhead speeds with stack. This, however, you get increases in speed, plus you getting changes in mechanics, plus potentially you're getting ball flight correction. So it's an interesting debate to have. Half the price too of the stack, yeah, it's half the price. So yeah, it's certainly well worth looking into. Got the link down below. Got a ridiculous 20% off discount code too you can use. It's just swing 20. Why did I use that? Make that code? Purely because all you do is just swing. You put it on and you just swing and you magically get better. You do have to swing though, you can't just not use it. It's a daily thing you're going to use. And yeah, let's dive in. Let me explain to you what it does, show you from a couple angles what it appears to do. Yeah, it's been very surprising and ridiculously good so far for something so simple. I wish I thought of it, but there you go. Let's have some swings and have a yarn. Okay, so to warm up, you literally warm up with driver. Don't start with wedges and work your way up and mid-irons and then fairway wood and a couple drivers. You just literally grab your driver. It's crazy. The big, nice strap. You pop it over, it goes right behind your left hip, as tight as you can make it, which gives you the sense of sort of protection for your lower back, plus warmth. As it gets warmer, as you're swinging, you take it off and you feel like unbelievable in your lower back. So you just warms up, because that's always my issue. Like, take me a minute to get my lower back going and swinging and I feel fast. It's like, yeah, straight away, you know, it's the ultimate warm-up tool. If it's not an amazing speed trainer, and if it's not a swing correction trainer, as a warm-up tool, I'd buy it for that alone. So I just love it, because I don't have time and warm up a lot, and the warm-up facilities around here are average at best. So just to have something I can stand on the first tee and actually feel ready, incredible. Then we have these three little hoops, bang, bang, bang. The lead hoop here, in theory, is going to help the player to keep that lead wrist going and more of a fade release. The middle loop is more for like a nice neutral release pattern if you're really good. And this loop here is to help you get the face a little more closed, or if you're trying to reduce a fade, or if you're trying to get more turn, get a little bit lead, arm a little bit more round. So let me hook myself up. Done. Then you just literally grip it. It's actually kind of cool. It's got this little bit of this rope, or shall we say, yeah, we call it rope, underneath here, and you can get that on the padding, so it's almost a grip reminder. Sometimes you're trying to teach someone to grip it. And in a dress, this could be a nice little bit of tension, just a little bit, little guitar string. And then from there, you literally just swing. As you go forward, you get a little bit of momentum going, and immediately when you have the takeaway, when I was talking about the one-piece takeaway feel, if we go from down the line, as I'm going, it's really uncomfortable to roll over and get it way inside. So it's just super encouraging me to get it up on plane, which is great. And as I'm going, right, I'm pulling my lead hip around. So I've got the scenario where I've got a beautiful turn, one-piece takeaway up in front. Just if that's all it did technically, I would be all for it. Because as soon as you start to turn, it's easier then to get that recentering pressure. However, but wait, there's more. So once you've got this takeaway, the idea is in the backswing is you're going to stretch this band as far as you can. Now, as you get longer and longer, this is the 20 pounds of resistance, it's pulling me this way hard. So for me to actually get a full backswing to the point where I can see the club here, which is kind of my goal when I'm training with it, because I want to hit it as far as I can, is really hard work. And when I take it off, it's super easy to get nice and long and relaxed. So you're creating a scenario where you stretching you, working harder to get the club where you're trying to get it. Now, my normal swing issue is when I get fast and long, or when I train harder, I get this little cricket player oulé slice to get the club underneath behind, and then I try and save it with my hands. And nice little blocks and hooks ensue. However, as you stretch in here, because you've got this band, it's pulling you down on plane. It's not terribly normal to get underneath when you've got something pulling you attached to your lead hip. So it actually, as you come down, pulls you down in front. Now, the caveat to that, I find, is that if players are naturally this way inclined, it doesn't necessarily stop them coming over the top. However, the players that generally are really bad at doing this, they don't make enough turn and recenter. So if you make a nice little turn, your arms can come straight down in front of you, no worries at all. And if you don't get under plane and stuck and try and save it with your hands, you're going to hit the golf ball way, way straighter. So I love that it has this feeling of getting rid of, I can swing it longer, and then I have my arms coming down in front of me. I'm not going to have dispersion issues. Now, as far as getting rid of our favorite little chicken wing, if you pull a band and you turn, it's going to be pulling your hand, generating quite a lot of lag or load that it's naturally going to want to extend. You pull something, it's going to almost fling you here. And then as another bonus for guys like me that are under here and then exit high, I've got a band, so it's pulling me back on plane. Now, I've got 2 or 3 battlers, the guys that, give it this one, trying it, and I'm interested to see what pattern they do. But for me personally, someone that has the issue of getting, I feel like sometimes I don't turn enough. I feel like my swing gets too short. I feel like it gets stuck underneath, and I feel like I save it. To have something that makes me go up in front, full turn, and then I come down in front, keeps me on plane throughout the impact zone into a nice rounded finish. Holy moly. So from a technique aspect, amazing. Warm-up aspect, I'm about to show you, amazing. Speed training, very, very interesting, because you're doing the mechanics that create speed. So in theory, you're going to get faster. Have I noticed that? Yes. Yes, I have. Surprisingly so. So this is how you kind of do the speed aspect to it. So you go forward and you go back through, and then you just keep going, and you're going to have, that's that, I'd call that as full intent, and then you're going to have, ideally, as many as you can, max intent swings. So that's quite violent, isn't it? But I'm having to work quite hard going back to get there, and then my arms are I'm trying to come down as fast as I can with the pulling acceleration of the band, and then I always finish in a good spot. So you have sort of 20 to 30, if you can get up to 50, that's great. Then you're due for the next band up of max intent swings. Already I can feel the heart going. You might even hear my breath. Here we go. So you do those swings, and then you are so warmed up and good to go. It is crazy, and you're faster. And that's your warm up. You're ready to go play. And then you just do that every day, and you're going to swing it longer, swing it faster, and hit it straighter. Massive calls. Massive calls. But I would strongly recommend having a look at this. Check out their website. If you want, talk to the guy who made it, Mario. You can still get hold of him. It's still one of those sort of smaller, semi-boutique-y training aids where the guy that actually made it is available to talk to you and see what you think. For me personally, it's been amazing. I've never driven the golf ball as far and as straight as I am right now. Very surprising. And it will fit in with all the other training speed work you're doing. And like I'm saying, honestly, as a swing tool, I think it's great. As a speed tool, it has a bunch of promise. And then as a warm-up tool, to get you physically ready to play, I've never seen anything as good. All right, check it out. I think it might be a little game changer for you in 2024. Thanks for your time.